Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another top 10 list for The Walking Dead. People wanted to hear what my thoughts are on the top 10 greatest deaths in The Walking Dead television series. So first, let me explain what I mean by good death. So what's the difference between a good death and a bad death? Well, in my opinion anyway, a good death would be a death that helps to advance the plot in the show, to make us feel a sense of danger, to make it more thrilling, to get that instant shock out of the series, and to keep us guessing as to where they're going with the show and who's going to die next and what's going to happen next. Because, of course, that's probably the most exciting thing about a survival horror like The Walking Dead, where you have characters that are dying off. So specifically with regards to the television series, what are the 10 best deaths, ones that I regard as the most well done, or the best overall? And let's go from 10 to 1, least best, or to the best, absolutely best. So that being said, there are a few that won't be on the list that were close. Right off the bat, I have to say that Dale's death, of course, I hate that death, so that's not going to be on here. Andrea's death, even though it was shocking and it does help to advance the plot, I suppose, she was such a cool character in the comic book series. For the television series, I didn't like the death at all. So without further ado, let's get started into the list. Number 10. So the 10th greatest death in the Walking Dead television series, for me, goes to Milton's death. I did like Milton's death quite a bit, versus where I didn't like Andrea's, but he died a hero. He died fighting back against the governor, even though the governor's bigger, tougher, more athletic, more cruel, darker, all these things. He took a stab at him. He did the best he could, and he died a painful death, but it was well shot. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good for the finale, and he's a character that I couldn't really see in a zombie apocalypse surviving too long anyway. I mean, he lacked the practical skills to get by, to survive. If he was on his own, he would have died a long time ago. I mean, if he had to fight for his survival, even though he's smart, I don't think it would have worked, because he doesn't have the physical attributes that you would need to have to survive in a zombie apocalypse. So that's number 10. Number 9 is from The Walking Dead Season 1, and that is of Amy. Yeah, Amy. Why would I put her on here? Well, I liked the death of Amy because to those who had not read the comic book series, it was unexpected. It really drove home a sense of danger, and it was really frightening because it was all dark and everything like that. It was pretty. It came out of nowhere for people that had not read the comic prior. They probably would not have seen that coming, and they wouldn't have thought that they would kill her off just like that. Like, as soon as we start the show, a few episodes in, we just get to know her and Andrea, sisters, and that happens right away. So that really got things rolling, got the ball rolling in terms of The Walking Dead with character deaths, and just got us started for, getting into that mode of, okay, characters are going to die. It doesn't matter if they're the main character, if they're part of the survivor group, if you think they're going to or not. There are going to be characters that die, and that one was surprising and really set the tone right off the bat for the series in the first season. Number 8. Number 8 is going to go to Thomas, or Tomas, however you want to pronounce it, whatever. That was a great death. That was a great kill from Rick, right in the head with a machete. That was a holy shit moment, absolutely. And it makes sense, too, because, Thomas was probably the leader out of those small splinter group of prisoners there. And, obviously he would. It makes sense that he would fight with Rick, because Rick's a strong leader, and Rick's a cop, and then you've got him, he's a prisoner in a prison. It works. It makes perfect sense. So that's number 8. Number 7 is going to be Otis. Yes, Otis. Now, why was that such a good death? Well, I think that was great because it really started off the evolution of Shane in the series. Before that, Shane seemed to be a good guy, used to be a cop. He had done a few things with Lori and stuff like that maybe was wrong at the end of season 1. But he was like one of the first characters to become a survivor killer. Before that, we had not seen anybody in the group kill another survivor. He was like the first one to transition and save the last one and put him down. And also the fact that he didn't just kill him like shot to the head. He left him there to be eaten alive by so many walkers with no chance of getting away as a distraction so he could get away. Wow. So that to me, that's a really good one, absolutely. Number 6 is going to be Axel. That was a great death too. I enjoyed that very much because you wouldn't have expected it. It was the most surprising moment, probably one of the most surprising moments in the entire series, if not the most shocking moment of the entire show we've had so far. Just out of the blue, out of nowhere, mid-conversation, boom! Very surprising, very surprising. Jump out of your seat type moment right there. So that was sick. Definitely got to be on there. Now we're in the top 5. Number 5 greatest death has to go to Tdog. Absolutely. Important character in the series, even though he didn't have that many lines. He was always there, standing around in the background, but he was always there. And he went out like a hero, saving Carol, being able to close the gate, do all these things to help the group and sacrifice himself. So that, too, again, was a great death, going down like a hero. Can't go wrong with that. And number 4 is going to be Sophia. Okay, so this one was a really good one because how it all turned out. I think it was a good plot line for them to be searching for. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? And then the answer to the question just at the right time before the mid-season or at the mid-season finale as she stumbles out of the barn and Rick has to be the one to put her down. Loved it. That was a great one. Number 3 is going to go to Merle. Oh, Merle had a good death. He went out like a soldier, man. Absolutely loved it. Guns a-blazing, taking down 8 of the governor's men. That dude was a badass MFer, man. He killed, what was it, 21 survivors plus him? So like high 20s in terms of survivors, the people Merle had to kill in a zombie apocalypse to survive. Wow, dude, that guy is hard, man, guaranteed. So that was a sick death, especially the fact that he's drinking. He brings in an army of walkers. That was so exciting. I love Merle's death. Thought it was great. Number 2. Number 2 is going to be the death of Shane. Absolutely has to be for me anyway. That was a huge highlight of Season 2. Season 2 of The Walking Dead was like Shane's season. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of other things happening. You had Randall in there. You had, and by the way, he almost made the list, but not quite. You had, all kinds of other things going on with them. And, the whole love triangle with Lori and Rick. It just, it was really exciting all the way to the end. The final stab, we got to start using our knives more, the foreshadowing. I think it was handled really well and definitely is a highlight of the series overall for sure. So that's number 2. And the number 1 greatest death in the Walking Dead television series goes to, drumroll, Lori. Yes, Lori has to be. Well, it was unexpected. We didn't think it was going to happen there. People who read the comic book series knew she was going to die sooner or later, or at least it seemed that way. A lot of people hated her as a character, so it works out that way. You just want to see them get rid of her. But at the same time, the acting, the way it was handled, Rick with the no after, and Carl, and the baby, and wow, that was exciting. That was really exciting, and probably the most emotional moment in the entire series, even more emotional than Shane's death, would have to be Lori's death, especially because of the acting from Andrew Lincoln. Absolutely nailed it, and just, wow, got a lot of people's attention. I remember when that happened, people were just like, the internet was blowing up with Walking Dead, people couldn't get enough of it. They were just like, wow, I can't believe this happened and stuff, and they did that in the show. So that for me is the greatest. So there's my top 10 greatest Walking Dead deaths, which ones I like the most. The good deaths, ranging from worst to best, or least greatest to best. There's been lots of others too. Lots of other characters in the series that have died. Andrew and all kinds of other characters, Patricia and things like that. Randall, like I said. But these ones for me were the ones that I felt personally were the best and the best handled. So let me know what you guys think are the top 10 greatest deaths in the Walking Dead series. It's important, that we get those deaths in a survival horror to make us feel like nobody has, is immune or has plot armor to protect them from something happening to them. I think they could kill anybody at any time, especially since they did that with Andrea. And this list will change over time. I mean, right now at the beginning of Season 4 it makes sense, but maybe in another 2 or 3 seasons there'll be a lot more character deaths, a lot more survivor deaths, and it may change. So at least for now, those are the top 10 greatest deaths in my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. For more video suggestions, please write them below. And I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.